I get things cooking. You stare, you...
How long your drama?
Don't you dare change that station. You're listening to Columbus's newest radio program.
Sweet mother of God, what is the holdup?
This is the Sunday Morning Meltdown with your hosts, Anthony Antman Siobhan, Josh, and the intern Siobhan. Exclusively on musicfamiliaproductions.com.
Woo!
What's up?
Holy shit.
Can you turn me up a little? I can't hear myself.
No, I will not. I will not turn you up, Siobhan. How's it going?
Not too bad. Hey, look, I can hear myself. How about that?
Yeah. Yay!
It's amazing.
Yo! It is Sunday Morning Meltdown. What is going on, Music Familia? Sponsored by Starbucks and Mountain Dew and every goddamn caffeine drink on the planet.
Dude, I'm totally going to buy some of the Death Wish coffee just so I can try it.
Yeah, for this show?
Yes.
So that I can wake my fucking ass up. I might even have to get me some of that just to be able to fucking function in this bitch.
Yeah.
Good morning, Music Familia. Sunday Morning Meltdown. And we are officially late, and I want to blame the intern for us being late. Yeah, so intern, it's your fault.
Well, the reality is that the intern never showed up. Oh. So we were supposed to have two
Pardon
interns.
the crinkle in the microphone while I move my warm muffin out of the way.
Hey now, this is a family
That
show.
could be taken, so I gotta be careful. It's 2018, and I don't want anybody to get offended.
So yeah, we were supposed to have two.
One.
Oh, was it just one?
One.
Oh, okay. We were supposed to have a new.
If we're gonna bitch, we need to bitch efficiently.
Yes,
and
so
appropriately.
We were gonna have a new intern starting today. I was under the impression that they were bringing the other intern too, but
I don't know.
Yeah. So we were supposed to have the intern start today, and well, as you see, no intern.
Oh, you know. It'd be like the first intern to ever get fired before being an intern.
It's true.
I mean,
at least the other interns that have been hired on and fired, they actually worked a little bit before they got fired.
I mean, you know. Well, you know, like things happen, like life happens. I get that, you know. And you know, so to put some light on some other stuff too. I spoke with Josh, and Josh's family has the flu. So Josh was like, I'm taking it under advisement from my wife. I'm not allowed to come hang out and get the baby sick.
Right.
Which I totally agree with. So Josh isn't going to be with us this Sunday. And Josh is going to reprise his role as our production audio. So he's going to do some of the commercial advertising, the recording, and some of that stuff. So
right. Because, I mean, the reality is as all of our viewers and listeners know, Josh was here for, the first 3, 4, maybe 5 Sunday Morning Meltdown shows.
He was behind the scenes for like a full month, month and a half.
Yeah, like he was actually
2
on
months.
the show for maybe a month.
He did 4 shows, and then he did a bunch of work behind the scenes.
And then after that, he went behind the scenes because his own actual paying job that
he makes
supports
more
his
money
family.
than I could ever pay him.
Yeah, his actual job is a legit job. Like I wish I had your job, Josh. Let's just be real here.
He would say, "You wish you don't."
You wish you don't, but I do because
right.
you know. Let's be honest. You do very well for yourself, and so you know. I understand that comes first, but with the new changes in the new year and the change in ownership of the company for me and Antman now being the owners, we decided to go ahead and appropriately place people where they can be most utilized. And at the moment, Josh is not most utilized on the morning show, obviously. But he is wonderful for behind the scenes things because he does have the capabilities to produce audio for us, the commercial spots and things like that. So we're going to utilize him there instead of in the show just because it works out better for everybody. And then we don't keep saying, well, Josh is busy this week. Josh is busy this week. Family emergency, you know. Nobody wants to hear that. So he's stepping back for a little bit. He may, in the future, when things slow down for him, come back to the morning show. We hope he does. We love you, Josh, and we miss you. But if not, we understand, and your talents are amazing in other places as well. So we'll utilize you where we can.
We're going to use you like the whore that you are.
Oh, yeah.
So good morning, Music Familia. Welcome to Sunday Morning Meltdown, where we hang out, we wake up to some of the craziest news, love, horoscopes, this, that, the other, and all that fun stuff. Siobhan, what do you have for him this morning?
Well, to go along with your theme last week of the new challenges, and I use that word loosely, challenges that children are partaking in, specifically teens, I have a story about the new one that they've decided is a good idea. So we'll talk about that, and of course horoscopes in the 9 o'clock hour, and anything else that it seems like the viewers may be interested in.
I'm also going to reach out and talk about a very touchy subject. I'm going to make sure that everybody's tuned in and ready for this topic, because if you guys haven't already seen it, you guys probably saw where Mark Wahlberg donated over 1.4. I thought it was like 1.38 or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
almost
$1.4 million to the Time's Up campaign, to the attorney, to the rights campaign, and the reason being is he made over, 140 times more than his co-star?
Something like that. She made like $80 a day, and he was making
$85 a day.
He was making bank, basically.
Yeah.
Is what it comes down to. So, okay, actually, he's going to donate $2 million. It's $2 million, and it was like $4 million that he made on the movie or something, I think is what it was. So he's donating like half of what
in
he
her
owes.
name.
I've got it right here.
In her name.
Yeah, so let's see. Combined, he and his agency, his agency have donated a combined $2 million in Michelle Williams' name to the Time's Up Legal Defense Fund after the pay and disparity between Wahlberg and co-star Williams on reshoots for All the Money in the World.
Yeah.
So according to the USA Today report, Williams received a per diem of about $1,000, which breaks down to about $80 a day
$80
for the reshoots, while Wahlberg was given an additional $1.5 million over his initial payment for the film. A rep for SAG AFTRA, I'm not really sure what that stands for, but they... it's the union representing both actors. They said that the organization is looking at the circumstance of pay disparity.
Wow.
So WME will also donate another $500,000 in addition to his $1.5 million that he's donating.
So what do you think about that, Siobhan? Like, if you really think about that, like, that's like me and you doing the same job. You might have maybe 7 to 10 paragraphs less, maybe. Who knows how they break it down less than me. But I make 140 times more than you for the same amount of work, and my trailer's nicer than your trailer.
Yeah, it's just and they make it about being a woman versus being a man, but I really kind of feel like that's not even so much what it is. Like, yes, there is the aspect of it that is about the fact that he is male and she is female, and that obviously needs to change. It should be, and this is something that women have been fighting for years, is equal pay in the workplace. And not just for movie stars and actresses and people who are famous. This goes all the way to low-level employees at McDonald's or Donato's. Let's just be real here. Like, I can tell you for a fact, when I worked as a manager at Donato's, I know that 2 managers who were exactly the same level got paid differently.
Wow.
I know for a fact because I saw paychecks because I handed them out. And they were salary managers, but they had different salaries. And now, of course, I can't say that that's 100% what the case was. It may have been a thing of like she had been there long, or he had been there long. I don't really know all those details, but there was definitely a difference in pay for them. So it goes throughout all places and facets, and so it's not just the high and mighty, the rich and powerful that have this happen, mind you. You hear about women in the business world all the time in different businesses that their male counterparts get raises but they don't, or their male counterparts will get that promotion that they were trying so hard for that they don't get. So, it's more than just a money issue. It's an all-around equality issue.
I think the hardest thing about sitting in 2018, like, I was raised really old-fashioned, and I wanna first and foremost, like, hats off to all the men and women out there who can still have the guts and the testicular fortitude, or whatever word you want to use for a female standpoint, of being able to say yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes please, and thank you, and hold the door for somebody. God forbid some punk ass kid walking through the store or whatever. You know those kids, man. Those kids. Like, you're standing in the grocery store and they come through and they bum rush you and you're trying to put your meat in your cart and you get blood on yourself and you're like, "Oh, you little," you know what I mean? And the parents look at you like you're wrong because you're the one that got that. Like, well, you shouldn't have been standing there trying to get meat from the meat market. Like, oh, wait a minute, or the ones that when you're getting ready, you're driving through the store, right? And you're coming to a stop. Okay, so like Kroger or Giant Eagle or any of these name brand stores, it's raining out, and you take your girl to the store with you. And you drive up to the side there because you don't want to park in the middle of the damn parking lot. You don't want your wife or your girlfriend or the lady in the car to have to walk very far in that kind of weather. So what do? You pull up close, right? And you're respectful and you make sure everything's going. But there's this one asshole who walks out of the store and you give them the right of way, like they're gonna cross, and then it's a battle. Like, who's gonna go first? Like, dude, just walk across the damn road so I can drop my wife off, please. Like, come on, it kills me, man. And then here we go, right here. So, Monty Brown, Licking County Metalheads, man, what's going on, bud? Everyone makes the same shit amount at my job. We have females, they make the same as the rest. I only make $1 more because I've been there longer. See,
and that's how that should work.
Yeah.
It should be based on seniority, based on your ability to perform your job correctly and to a full, efficient standard, not about what's between your legs or whether you have boobs.
Siobhan, I know we're going to be talking more about other topics and other stuff like that, but where can they go to find the rest of the show?
So they can head on over to Music Familia Productions. It's right there on the homepage. You just click that beautiful little video there and press play, and then it'll play live for you along with us.
MusicFamiliaProductions.com.
Right below, yes, MusicFamiliaProductions.com. And right below the video, you'll find a live chat feed as well that you can participate during the show. So you can do everything there from the website. You don't even have to go outside of the website.
That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So, I just wanted to give a huge congratulations to all of our friends, fans, and viewers and sponsors, man. 110,000 views as of yesterday. Total. 110,000 views.
Wow.
Somebody sat down and watched our ugly asses for 110... Well...
I don't know about you, but I'm not ugly.
I think it was all the talent that I brought in, that we brought in.
Sure.
I really do. I like to try to believe that, Speaking of, so before I jump off here, all my Facebook Live friends, run over to musicfamiliaproductions.com and join the live show. We're going to be on all the way till 10 o'clock this morning, so you can call in and be part of the action. We have a call list going as well, by the way. March 17th, the Outer Villa is having a St. Patty's Day bash.
So excited.
We're going to be talking about that later in the show. I hear there's going to be a leprechaun there, and it's not Sam Stockdale, so we don't have to worry about that. And it's not Dave Sheets, so we really don't have to worry about that either. So I'm really excited about that. So I want to give a huge shout out to everybody that is hanging out in the morning show with us. Dave Greenberg, Monty Brown from the Licking County Metalheads, man. Hope all is well over there with you guys. Ricky Hagerman, let's see who, Danielle Best, Paul Costco, Michelle Grace Ruff, William L. Pate, Corey, our next door neighbor, our neighbor to the studio. Corey, what's going on, man? Hope all is well, man. Stay warm out there. My man Todd D. What's going on, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope all is well with you, brother. Stay warm out there. And anybody who's having a happy birthday today, stay tuned. We're going to be doing horoscopes, love, and a bunch of fun stuff. Jump over to musicfamiliaproductions.com for more. And I'll see you guys shortly. I had to do my Facebook love, Siobhan. Sorry about that.
You're good. It's cool. You know. I was over here just making sure I had all my stories set up and ready to go. So I think that men will appreciate the story for today for Love Talk.
Oh God! So
it'll save you guys some trouble probably.
So in realness, also, I want to let you guys know today's morning show is actually. Sponsored by, dedicated to Mike Paul Murnane. If you guys want, Mike is of the Murnane tribe, and he is, I'll just put it out there. He's in the last few days or weeks, however you want to look at last times of his life, and his family has went ahead and created a GoFundMe account for the expenses, and you can see that right here. I believe it's like right in here. Yeah.
Yeah.
See it? Okay, good. So I did my promo for that. So much love to Michael, Murnane tribe, and the family.
He's amazing, amazing human being, amazing person. So very sweet and loving, and just I've known him for quite a few years now, and I've never known him not being willing to help someone, and to even so much as like that saying of give the shirt off his back. That was kind of that is the kind of person that he is, and how I've always known him to be.
Yeah, cancer's a motherfucker.
Yeah, it is.
And it obviously doesn't discriminate. I really don't know what else to say other than that. Michael gave me some very powerful words of advice when I first started. When I was a wee little, before I was ever Antman versus, before I was a wee little Antman at all. And I got my first start. He came in and hung out in my studio with me, and him and the guys, and it was the most influential, positive experience that I've ever had, that I could have ever had. And they could have come in, because they're so professional and they've been around for so long, they could have come in and made me feel so small, but they didn't. They come
It's
in.
not the kind of guys they are.
And they come in, and it was great. So please, guys, if you guys have a chance, man, even if you guys can't, donate, please share, spread the word, man. GoFundMe.com/final expenses for Mike Murnane. And make sure you guys get over there and at least share that. Do your job as a supporting local person, and just spread the word.
Right.
Ugh.
If ever there was something you were going to share, this should be it.
Oh, yeah. And something else you should share. So we, with our 110,000 views, we got an invite to go down and hang out down south for a little while. Yes. And Renee Powell has some awesome booking opportunities going on in and around the Louisiana, all over kind of area. And so that's kind of fun and exciting. We'll talk about that in the 9 o'clock hour. I think that'll be cool to be able to get some bands to be able just to jump ship from the same trend.
Absolutely.
You know?
I think what she's doing is absolutely phenomenal. And I think that more people should attempt to do things like she is that are in her position. And, you know, of course, her position is unique because she is the... They did get married, right? I remember them getting married.
I still have a piece of paper on Facebook, and then I refreshed my page, and it was gone. And
Yeah,
I was like,
I don't know. So she is the wifey, possibly not wifey, of a musician.
I love how you put that. I love it.
Thought you'd like that. So she's the wifey of a musician, and so it puts her in that unique position and ability to be able to see things from a different perspective that not everyone else does. So she has found a way to utilize that perspective in a very interesting and, as far as I'm concerned, unique way that I don't think a lot of people would have thought of or have really been doing.
Yeah, you know, the biggest thing that I find is it's really hard to get everybody to be on the same page.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and so I think she said she's up to like 14 bands or 14.
That's awesome.
14 different artists right now that she is bouncing back and forth between. And you know, it's one thing to say, yeah, I got 12 artists, you know, but I mean like 12 to 14 artists that you don't necessarily have in the same state as you. And I think one of her artists is even as far as Washington.
Oh, wow.
So she has to manage his ass from where she lives in Louisiana. So craziness, man.
That's
if anybody
dedication.
can do it, Renee can do it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
She's everywhere. Like if you ever seen her at a show, she's the little girl with the vape cloud above her head.
the little tiny thing with the big huge vape.
With the big huge, yeah, dude, the glow. It's like a glow stick on steroids, dude.
I feel like she should be directing traffic with it.
Her whole face lights up when she hits it, and I'm just.
That's
like,
how you can find her in the
yeah,
crowd,
right? You know,
we love you, Renee.
Oh, it's crazy.
And your ridiculous douche fruit.
Yeah, your ridiculous douche flute. Sponsored by ridiculousdoucheflutes.com. So we're gonna pay some bills here. Actually, what we're gonna do, and when we come back, man, we're gonna talk about some of the most hated and the most loved things of 2017. We'll find out what I'm talking about, because 2018, there's a lot of things coming back in 2018, and
Are they finally bringing back? Never mind.
They're bringing sexy back, is what I heard. Monty Brown, you know something about that.
It's about time for bell bottoms to come back. Are they coming back around now?
Right.
The elephant jeans. Oh, God, I'm aging myself.
I want to do the John Travolta big top. Like, I want to get the big top. You know what I mean? Get my hair all like faded and whatnot. Like, oh, don't touch the hair! Don't touch the hair! All right, guys, we're gonna pay some bills here. Check out from Rotary Corp and Rice Kitchen, and let's see, what else we got here? Oh yeah, Cold Cock Whiskey. Make sure you guys grab yours today, coldcockwhiskey.com. And let's see. Oh, before I forget, we are looking for new sponsors, and we are looking for new businesses.
Yes, sir.
So if you guys want to be part of the action, you guys can. And we're going to talk about the new ownership thing, too, as well. We're going to let Siobhan break it down for you in woman speak. It's going to be fun. Here we go. Virgin Corp, a couple commercials, pay some bills. Sunday Morning Meltdown, Antman Siobhan.
If parts are missing from your lawn care items or your parts need replaced, Rotary Corp is the world's largest supplier of outdoor equipment and parts. With qualified dealers in the area, they can provide the parts you need to help keep your lawn beautiful. You can find Rotary by visiting their Not Just Grass dealer at 2034 Williams Road by calling 614-497-1756 or their online catalogs at shop.rotary.com. Rotary Corp, the world's largest supplier of outdoor equipment and parts.
For the finest in Asian cooked cuisine food, visit the Rice Kitchen Asian Cuisine. Conveniently located in Columbus at 3976 Alum Creek Drive, they offer the finest in dining in a friendly and cozy environment. Every dish includes the freshest and finest picked ingredients cooked to your liking while providing the healthiest, most nutritious foods. The staff at Rice Kitchen takes pride in knowing every patron is satisfied and comfortable. Open 11 to 10 Monday through Thursday, 11 to 11 Friday and Saturday, and 3:30 to 9 on Sunday. Visit them at 3976 Alum Creek Drive or give them a call at 614-491-8252.
Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. At Cold Cock, we believe life is about taking your shot. It's about sharing your soul with the people who care to listen, not selling it to whoever will buy it. At Cold Cock, we also believe fine spirits are truly about celebrating the greatest moments in life with true friends. And that's what we strive to put into every bottle of Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. So here's our best wish to whatever you raise your glass for. Take your shot. Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. Must be 21 to drink, and please drink responsibly.
From local to national, ZTPMag.com delivers it all. Raw, beautiful, and bold. Go to ZTPMag.com today. Check out info on some of your favorite music, tech, food, and rides.
ZTP Mag has it all. I mean, seriously, where else am I going to get that kind of info? Plus, it's all free at the touch of a finger on all my devices. It's like the people working for the mag understand what their viewers want and the importance of involving them.
You heard the lady. Get over to ZTPMag.com.
Honest, ethical, creative, and innovative. That's what you get from the experts at Landscape Design Solutions. Springtime is around the corner and it's time to get your yard and garden back to prime condition. Or if you want the exterior of your home that will wow the neighbors, they've got you covered. Landscape Design Solutions specializes in patio installation and repair, walkways, wood decks, fire pits, and much, much more. The winter can leave behind damaged grass and plants, so refine them with lawn fertilization, tree and plant care, mowing, and irrigation installation.
We love having the family over to grill out in our new beautiful patio, and the kids are always excited about the wide open yard. The best investment we've ever made.
So if it's transforming your yard or renovating your landscape, see landscapedesignsolution.com to view beautiful projects they have designed. Or call Jeff and Jacob at 614-632-7737. Again, that's 614-632-7737 for all they have to offer. Landscape Design Solutions, taking a concept and turning it into reality.
Hey guys, Josh from the Sunday Morning Meltdown here. Music Familia Productions is always looking for new sponsors for the shows. For more information, go to musicfamiliaproductions.com. If you have any specific questions or requests, send your emails to musicfamiliaproductions@gmail.com. From all of us here at Music Familia Productions, we thank you for your continued support.
The Old Bag of Nails, located in Gahanna at 63 Mill Street off of Hamilton Road and Granville Street in the Creekside Plaza, offers you the best in fried fish, along with mouth-watering soups and salads, and the best sandwiches and steaks in Central Ohio. You're guaranteed to leave satisfied and wanting more. So take it from us at the Score. If you're looking for the best fried fish and the finest burgers and steaks, visit the friendly folks, The Old Bag of Nails, 63 Mill Street in Gahanna in the Creekside Plaza. Or give them a call at 614-337-9430. That's 614-337-9430.
It's kind of catchy. Yeah. It kind of gets me like, you know. So, welcome back, Sunday Morning Meltdown. I want to give a huge shout out to my man, Rocky X TV from YouTube. Check it out for all your DIY. If you want to know how to put a gun holster in your car, hit up Rocky. If you want to know how to put some headlights in.
It's not even DIY. It's more like all your... You didn't know you needed it, essential needs.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Let's just be real.
Yeah. Because, you know, like...
Because once you do it, you're like, damn, why didn't I do that before?
So, funny story. So, I watched one about a glove box installation, right? Mm-hmm. And he is just so straightforward with you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, look, yeah, this is going to fucking suck. But this is how you do it. And like, wham, bam, 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 and then boom, like, it like comes back, and he's like, oh, and it opens.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, my God. Like,
he's
bro.
definitely a master of his trade, without a doubt. And his trade is a wide variety of things.
You know, I feel like if this is home improvement, he would be our Al.
Yeah, definitely not Tim.
No. He might even maybe be the neighbor over the fence.
Wilson.
Wilson.
The know
know
everything.
The great wise Wilson.
The wise owl.
Right. So anyway, we're hanging out here, Sunday Morning Meltdown, man. First and foremost, I want to give a huge shout out to Photo Nation AP, a few sponsors. We cleaned house because it turns out that not everybody can follow through on what they say they're gonna do.
I think it's not even so much that. I think it's that with the previous ownership, before we made the changes, there was, hey now, hush your
I know.
stuff.
Boop boop.
Hush your Facebook.
Well, boop boop to you too.
No, I think it had a lot more to do with the fact that there wasn't really anything set in stone, if you will, as to what the guidelines and parameters were. And so people who were sponsors previously just kind of were like, oh, okay, well, I'll say I'm a sponsor and I'll do this little thing for you, and then you'll do all this for me.
I think, there comes a time where you have to evaluate, like, what you're giving or what you're getting to make sure it all pans out. Like, it should,
absolutely.
It should all go down the line together.
What you're giving should be equal or less than what you're getting. Not what you're giving should be more than what you're getting.
Right.
Ever.
Ever. Forever. A Sandlot. Sorry.
Having a moment?
I did.
And again, thanks for aging us.
Squirrel. Rocky XTV says that's a great idea. So that's great. He loves that.
Especially if you're like us trying to have your own small business and run a company, you have to get more than you're giving.
What's funny though is that people are like, "Oh, you guys run a business," like, and they think it's just some little like cake shop kind of thing.
No, it's much more complicated than people realize.
But they think that. Do I dare say they think everything stops and ends in Columbus, and they don't think outside, and they don't realize the potential or realize.
But I've noticed that's a mindset that goes along with most places. As you know, I've traveled to New York. I lived in California. I've been to Oregon and spent time in Oregon.
Wait, is it Oregon, or what?
It depends on who you are.
Okay.
Like,
I'm sorry, I just wanted to
people
know.
who live there, and depending on where they are in Oregon, like, say it differently. So yeah, I don't know. I just say it how I feel like it should be said, and that's it.
That's like oh.
Screw your dictionary. I don't need that.
Right. I got the Urban Dictionary. They got an app for that.
Right. I got an app for that. But yeah, I've been all over, and what I've realized is that in most places there is a sort of a stigma, if you will, of, well, there is some branching out, but it doesn't go all the way. You know, and there are only a couple that go all the way, and they're more national than local. But that's not the case anymore. Like, if you're a local band, you really have to travel all over and everywhere to get yourself known if you want to be more than just a local band in your town for the rest of your life.
You have to start questioning the seriousness of one particular or another particular situation when you know right off the bat that what you are about to provide or what you are about to do is going to serve them far more than it's going to serve you.
Absolutely.
And I feel like there's a fine line. There's like a line all of a sudden where you're like, okay, so, well, we've been friends for so long, and you know, like, oh, come on, bro, like, we go way back. You know, and I'm like, you know, that's great, but the way I look at it, like, you project to project, you know, when you talk about project to project, you know, what did you do last job? How did you do the last job? Whatever, you know, and I think that the friendship stops when the show starts, and the friendship starts again when the show ends, because we're there to do a job.
It's true.
You know what I mean? And we're there to push and support and dance monkey dance, and I don't mean that in a racist prejudice way,
Right.
either. You know, we're there to provide a service.
This is an SNL.
Right, this is an SNL. Yeah, I don't. Wow.
That was great.
Did you get a chance to catch SNL last night?
I did. I was going to say, if you haven't seen last night's SNL, you should really look it up.
It's on YouTube by now,
I'm sure it's on YouTube
Yeah.
and many other facets at this point, but you should definitely look it up if you haven't seen it. It was an excellent SNL episode, and just be prepared that you might almost pee yourself.
Make sure you
laughing.
pee before you watch the show. No.
Don't take a drink of soda during a segment. Wait till the commercial.
So I came across this story, and I wanted to bring this up. I'll give you a chance, Siobhan, to get your horoscopes and some stuff together. So, dad arrested for rape and murder of an 8-month-old. There's just one problem, though. It turns out that you really can't come back from a rape murder conviction. Once that stain is on your name and reputation, you are likely ruined for life. James Lee Salt Marshall, 26, was accused of raping and murdering his 8-month-old baby girl, Janaea. He was held in Michigan prison on $2 million bond, and definitely scorned isn't the word I would use, right? He maintained his innocence, but don't they all? Finally, new evidence revealed that Salt Marshall was innocent, but his life will never be the same. Just 1 week before Janaea's death, Salt Marshall had gotten custody of her. Turns out Janaea's mother, Zulika Moreno, 29, had lost custody of all 6 of her children and was charged with child abuse. Salt Marshall called 911 just days after he got Janaea when she stopped breathing. Janaea was rushed to the hospital. The police rushed to judgment, and Salt Marshall was arrested on the spot without even being able to give his side of the story. Salt Marshall didn't even know that Janaea had died until his arraignment. And then he learned that he'd been being charged with rape and murder. He didn't know any about that stuff going into it. They didn't disclose any of that.
Right.
And in fact, the whole time he was sitting in the hospital, he didn't even know that his daughter was dying. So hysterical, Salt Marshall broke down and asked to speak with his mother. 3 days after Salt Marshall was charged, it was determined that the initial forensic results were incorrect. The emergency doctors had wrongly concluded that Janaea's death was the result of sexual assault and homicide. Turns out, Janaea's death is now being ruled as accidental. It took Salt Marshall nearly 2 months to be cleared of all the charges. Instead of being allowed to grieve the loss of his daughter, Saltwater was fighting to stay out of prison for something he didn't even have anything to do with.
Yeah, see, and that's one of the issues with our justice. Like, I understand.
This is Wayne County, Michigan, by the way, and so like I'm from that shitty state up north, and I think the only smart thing they did, maybe possibly, was legalize, and that's it.
Yeah,
and that's it. And I leave it up to you, viewers. Like, what do you guys think? I want to hear what you guys have to say. Siobhan, what do you think about this?
There is this way in which we are a very must-have-it-now culture, and that does lead to issues with our judicial system.
Must have justice, though. Must have this black man's head on a just because he's black. Like, I mean, you know, it's just like, I mean, just because you got crackers on a table, does that mean you like them? Sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No words for you right now.
Sorry.
Anyways, yeah, there is a way in which that transfers over into our judicial system, and you see it all the time of people being accused of something so horrific because people feel insecure, and it's human nature to be weary and insecure when you see something like that, and it makes your stomach turn and you want justice, even though you have no ties to that child and have never heard her name before. There is that way in which something that is so disgustingly horrific will stir that human emotion that is just in everyone's core for the most part.
Right.
And you can't help but want justice for that child, no matter how it comes. And unfortunately, that does lead to the most obvious person being immediately snatched up and taken into custody when they, in most cases, had nothing to do with it. I mean, this is, and the reality is it happens every single time something happens almost, unless there's like no doubt clear cut that you robbed the bank,
Right.
Like, we got you on camera, you're done, that's one thing. But when there are questions about it, but you don't hear about those regular cases because Susie Homemaker, got stabbed by a break-in, and so they asked her husband, her daughter, her son, her best friends, and questioned everybody and made them all feel like they were suspects. You don't hear about that because it's not news. It's not news that everyone wants to hear about.
Yeah, you're right. And I think it's such a right now, like, okay, so did you check out the new high school documentary?
Yes. Undercover High School.
Yeah, Undercover High School on A&E.
It's similar to their
A&E or Spike?
I think it's A&E.
Yeah.
But it's similar to their 60 Days In, their jail documentary where they plant adults into a jail system to see what the jail system is actually like. So they did the same thing with adults in a high school. And they specifically chose a high school that has a high influx of transfer students and also a high amount of issues within the student body.
Right.
So, and it's crazy because it's the first episode and the girl that is playing this new transfer student, she accidentally gets added to a thread that talks about how the guys want to basically get with her and have sex with her, and then someone takes it to the level of, I'm going to rape her.
Yeah, I'm gonna rape that bitch. Like, what do I have to lose?
And then
what do I have to lose?
Someone comments, "We're all gonna go to jail later because of this. Watch, we'll all be in jail later." And it says, "I got nothing to lose."
Yeah.
Like, and these are potentially teenagers, but they don't even know for sure if they are students at the school. So, yeah, I think that anyone who has a child or teenager, or even if you're an expecting parent, you should probably go and watch this show.
Oh, yeah.
I highly, highly recommend it because let's just be honest, like, I'm going to be 30 in June. Like, I joke about the fact that I don't want my age up, but I don't care. Like, I'm going to be 30 in June. I'm old. I grew up in the 90s, and let me tell you right now, with all of the changes because of technology and cell phones and all of that, if you are telling yourself as a parent that high school is just like it was and there are the same problems that they were when you and I went to, you're full of shit and you need a wake-up call. Because that is not the case anymore.
Yeah, like the fact that, so they were talking about the rule in the handbook is no cell phones. That killed me.
Every single child had a cell phone in their hand.
The teachers are the only ones that were not using cell phones at all while in school.
But there is a way in which, and I'm probably going to piss some people off with this, but I don't care. There is a way in which it's a parent's responsibility to make sure that their child is not only respectful, but also does what they're supposed to do when they're in school.
Right.
It's not just on the teachers, because those teachers were trying, let's put the cell phones away. Okay, everybody, come on, let's get back to it, pay attention. And the teachers are only allowed to do so much. It's not like when your and my grandparents were in school and they could go pick a switch and smack them over the ass with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which maybe that's what they all need. Who knows? But yeah, it's completely different. And so that responsibility and that just basic needing to be parented because they're children falls on the parents, not just the schools. I mean, it's a team effort for sure, because obviously while you're in school, you're basically being parented by your teacher. But yeah, I mean, my sister is a teacher, and her and I have had this conversation multiple occasions because of where she is a teacher, that it's really hard when the kids are not given any kind of guidance at home of what is right and what is wrong and how to behave and how to act properly.
You know, the whole, I want it right now. Give it to me right now. Like, I've never understood the whole right now mentality. I mean, I'm impatient, but these days kids are
the millennials, if you will, and I use that term loosely and put quotes around it. But
They say that 56%, and this is an actual number, 56% of kids admit to being addicted to their social media.
They've done studies where they take phones away for the weekend or for a week, and kids afterwards have said, yeah, it kind of made me realize how much I live for my phone, and I really need to take time for my family. That's a problem. This is why internet companies have built a shutoff in their Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, when Mazikeen becomes when Baby Maze becomes of an age, I think when we have dinner, everybody's gonna sit at the dinner table. You know, we're all gonna sit there. We're gonna put our phones in a designated area, and we're gonna sit down. We're gonna have dinner as a family.
I think that's something that doesn't happen very often anymore, and I feel like maybe that's part of the problem too. That traditional family structure that most of us had growing up that are our age, that isn't really there anymore because most parents are both working, you know, full-time out of the home. Kids are busy with their friends at the mall on their cell phones anyway, and all of that. So it's really not, family's not the emphasis of the world anymore, it seems like.
Yeah.
And that's an issue.
You know, and I really think that this documentary, you know, Undercover High School, is going to shed some light out for a lot of parents who are like living in a box. You know, I mean, flat out living in a box. You know, who would have known that the eggplant was a sexual reference?
Oh yeah, that was the other thing.
Okay. The emojis
are not what you think they are. Like, apparently raindrops refer to a woman's climax.
You're right.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Well, since how? I don't even. Yeah, can't even. Just like, I'm terrified for when she's in school. Yeah.
You know, the thought that, you know, and a lot of these parents were like, "Oh, I didn't even know this was going on."
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like, I don't.
But again, that's that busy with work, busy with this, busy with that, and there's not. We don't.
Well, no. Here's a device. Shut up.
It's.
You know what I mean?
But it's not that necessarily. You know, yes, a big part of it is the parents' fault, but you have to think too, the way that our culture has evolved has a big part in it.
You either do or you don't, and if you don't, you fall behind. Is what you're saying?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, think about it in terms of, if you don't have a cell phone, you get made fun of. Why don't you have a cell phone? What, are you too poor? Like, I can see what kids would say now.
Yeah.
I can, because I was made fun of a lot as a kid, as a teen girl, and that's part of why it drives me insane how children are today. They throw around words like rape and words like sex like it's nothing, and I remember when we had the conversation, teachers would tell you, don't use the word hate.
Right. Now it's, don't use the word fucker. Don't use the word pussy.
Rape. Like,
don't use the word rape.
Rape is not sex. Rape is rape.
Quit using that teardrop emoji.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy, and I think what it really comes down to is, before you're 21, you really have no fucking clue.
Right.
And even once you hit 21,
I was gonna say,
you really still have no fucking clue.
The learning never stops.
You slowly start getting a clue around that age, most people. But the thing is, before you're 21, you think you have every fucking clue in the world.
Right.
And the reality is you don't. And I think the big difference is that your and my parents had no problem going, you ain't got a fucking clue.
Yeah.
And now it's here, take this.
Yeah. Hey, here, take this iPad and shut up. Daddy's got this to do. Yeah. You know, my biggest fear is, you know, along with being a father, I have to look at like, all right, yeah, I know how boys work because I was a boy once. Wait, no. Wait, let me back up. Oh, it's 2018. Oh, okay.
You have no fucking clue how boys work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. And you know, you think about the idea that this idea that kids have to grow up fast. You know what I mean? Like you have to.
I think that's part of it too, because they're forced into this world of technology where everything's moving so fast, and so everything is so readily available to you. You don't really have a choice but to grow up fast, because you're sitting there drawing flowers and butterflies, and the kid next to you is searching porn on his phone.
Right.
Like, that's the world we live in now. So if you're not, like, honestly and truthfully, as a parent, that's what I am worried about most, because it is a completely different time. And I know that for myself, I'm going to be very honest with my daughter, and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, because I want her to know the truth of things. And I'm going to teach her everything I can and educate her as well as I can at a young age, so that if things like that come up, she's prepared and she can say, oh, no. That's not actually the truth.
You know, I think, you know, and for everybody who's tuning in on Facebook, Facebook Live, thank you for tuning in.
Hey, y'all.
Heather, Anthony, Jeff, Josh, Dave, everybody tuning in to us. We jump back in here to give you guys the opportunity to weigh in. We are talking about the new documentary, Undercover High. And what they're doing is they are taking adults and planting them inside of a high rollover school to be able to find out what's really going on in high school today. And what we're finding, just in the first episode alone, we're finding that I want to believe that the girl who received that got added to the group, and all the guys were talking about what they were going to do to her, and they didn't even know that she got the fact that fact that they didn't even know that they added her to the group shows the immaturity or the lack of brain in said action.
Right. I mean that right there. And she's only 22, so she's not even that much older than these kids, mind you. But this girl, like, the fact that because what happened was somebody said her name, and then that managed to tag her because they're using Facebook, Twitter, or whatever.
It's a private message group,
it's a group message, whatever it is. And somehow by putting her name in, she got tagged in it and got added to it. And so there were like 22 guys in the group.
Nobody caught it. Nobody.
Yeah. Well, she also didn't say anything.
It doesn't matter. But when it says so-and-so got added to the group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true. Well, not in all cases, though.
Okay.
No, if it's a group message between phone numbers or something like that, it depends on what the service is that you're using. So I actually pulled it up on the A&E website, the page for the show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw that up on the Siobhan page.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll throw it up on the Sunday Morning Meltdown page because this is kind of a general topic.
Share it out there.
And so I think for the A&E app, you do have to create. Here we go. You do have to create a profile, and you may actually have to have internet. I'm not sure. Most of these services only work if you have an internet provider. So if you do not, I apologize, and I'm sure you can probably find it on YouTube or torrent it or something. I don't know about torrenting, but yeah.
We don't do that here.
We don't do that here. Yeah, I've just heard of it. So, yeah, I'll throw that up there on the Sunday Morning Meltdown page on Facebook. And like I said, we highly recommend, if you're a parent, this is a really good way to educate yourself.
You know, I think a lot of parents...
Kids don't open up like they used to.
A lot of parents will sit back and be like, oh, I know what my kids are doing. My kids are great kids, and they tell me everything. There's parents in the first episode alone that are like, and I thought I had an open relationship. I thought that I had this great, stellar relationship, you know, and you almost want to wonder if she would have been 14, and they talked about this in the after. They kind of do the same thing that The Walking Dead does, the Talking Dead after the episode. And if you caught that, then you caught when they were talking about, you know, she was 22. Imagine if she would have been actually 14.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't have been able to rationalize, and she wouldn't have been able to separate the words from the lingo, from this to that, and she wouldn't have. I mean, there's just so many things. That's what leads to cutting and everything.
Yeah, one of the things she specifically said is, even as a 22-year-old, reading that and seeing what these guys are saying is hard for me to deal with. So I can't imagine being 15 and being added to a group like this.
Yeah. And then watch yourself be picked apart.
Right. And I mean, that's basically what they were doing is picking her apart in this group chat and making her nothing more than an object. And, you know, if this is how young men are treating young women these days, it's no wonder our society is going the way it is.
I want to give a huge shout out to everybody on our Facebook Live who's weighing in right now. Jeff, Kim, Birgit, Janet, Rhonda, everybody who has been hanging in with us. Heather Jones, Anthony Clay, good morning, Josh Webb, Dave Greenberg, all you guys, thank you guys so much. We're going to continue this conversation over at musicfamiliaproductions.com. Head over there. You guys can continue the morning with us. We'll be on all the way till 10 o'clock.
Hang out with us in the chat room.
Yeah, buddy. So it's 2 minutes in front of 9 o'clock. You know what that means. We are going to have to go, and we're going to have to pay some bills, Siobhan.
Well, real quick here, because that went much longer than I expected.
It did.
Because it is an important topic. But I saw this the other day. Back on the 9th, there was an article that popped up about the 7.6 magnitude earthquake that triggers tsunami fears in the Caribbean, right?
Yeah.
So now there is, as of today at 5 o'clock, there was a 7.3 magnitude earthquake that struck off the coast of Peru. So, powerful earthquake struck off Peru's coast early Sunday, prompting a tsunami alert for parts of the country and neighboring Chile that was eventually called off. U.S. Geological Survey reported that the tremor had a preliminary magnitude of 7.3. There have been no immediate reports of casualty or damage. The epicenter was 26 miles south-southwest of Acrea, with the earthquake hitting at 4:18 a.m.
Wow.
At a depth of about 7.5 miles. The U.S. Pacific Tsunami Warning Center first issued a threat message that hazardous tsunami waves are forecast for some coasts, and that the larger than normal waves could hit Peru and Chile, but the center then said in a later statement there is no longer a tsunami threat from this earthquake, and that the center hadn't observed any tsunami waves. So
quit worrying about the nuclear war and start worrying about the world breaking apart from the inside out.
Yeah, I think that the I'm gonna borrow my aunt's lingo here. I think that jack-o'-lantern is the least of our worries right now, and we should worry more about the fact that Mother Nature is pissed the fuck off.
Yeah.
Let's just be real. Like, yeah, okay. Him provoking
Tiny
Korea,
Rocket Man.
Yeah, like, that's bad. That's bad. Don't get me wrong. But there's still no 100% proof that he could actually get a missile over here.
Right.
Like, we haven't actually seen the proof of that.
Right.
However, there is plenty of proof that Mother Nature is pissed off. Tsunamis, earthquakes, floods. Need I go on?
I just...
Snow in Texas. Like, come on. Let's figure out how to not make Mother Nature more angry than she already is.
Well...
Remember the dinosaurs?
It's 9 o'clock. We got to pay some bills. We're going to be right back after this. Coming up in the 9 o'clock hour, douchebag criminals towards the 10 o'clock hour, towards the end of the show. And we got some, what else we got? Horoscopes,
some
You're
going to
show us how to break our dick, right?
How not to break your dick.
There you go. All right, perfect. That's what I thought. I'm glad to hear it. All right, we'll be right back after this.
Hey guys, Josh from the Sunday Morning Meltdown here. Music Familia Productions is always looking for new sponsors for the shows. For more information, go to musicfamiliaproductions.com. If you have any specific questions or requests, send your emails to musicfamiliaproductions@gmail.com. From all of us here at Music Familia Productions, we thank you for your continued support.
If parts are missing from your lawn care items or your parts need replaced, Rotary Corp is the world's largest supplier of outdoor equipment and parts. With qualified dealers in the area, they can provide the parts you need to help keep your lawn beautiful. You can find Rotary by visiting their Not Just Grass dealer at 2034 Williams Road by calling 614-497-1756 or their online catalogs at shop.rotary.com. Rotary Corp, the world's largest supplier of outdoor equipment and parts.
For the finest in Asian cooked cuisine food, visit the Rice Kitchen Asian Cuisine. Conveniently located in Columbus at 3976 Alum Creek Drive, they offer the finest in dining in a friendly and cozy environment. Every dish includes the freshest and finest picked ingredients cooked to your liking while providing the healthiest, most nutritious foods. The staff at Rice Kitchen takes pride in knowing every patron is satisfied and comfortable. Open 11 to 10 Monday through Thursday, 11 to 11 Friday and Saturday, and 3:30 to 9 on Sunday. Visit them at 3976 Alum Creek Drive or give them a call at 614-491-8252.
Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. At Cold Cock, we believe life is about taking your shot. It's about sharing your soul with the people who care to listen, not selling it to whoever will buy it. At Cold Cock, we also believe fine spirits are truly about celebrating the greatest moments in life with true friends. And that's what we strive to put into every bottle of Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. So here's our best wish to whatever you raise your glass for. Take your shot. Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. Must be 21 to drink, and please drink responsibly.
From local to national, ZTPMag.com delivers it all. Raw, beautiful, and bold. Go to ZTPMag.com today. Check out info on some of your favorite music, tech, food, and rides.
ZTP Mag has it all. I mean, seriously, where else am I going to get that kind of info? Plus, it's all free at the touch of a finger on all my devices. It's like the people working for the mag understand what their viewers want and the importance of involving them.
You heard the lady. Get over to ZTPMag.com.
Honest, ethical, creative, and innovative. That's what you get from the experts at Landscape Design Solutions. Springtime is around the corner and it's time to get your yard and garden back to prime condition. Or if you want the exterior of your home that will wow the neighbors, they've got you covered. Landscape Design Solutions specializes in patio installation and repair, walkways, wood decks, fire pits, and much, much more. The winter can leave behind damaged grass and plants, so refine them with lawn fertilization, tree and plant care, mowing, and irrigation installation.
We love having the family over to grill out in our new beautiful patio, and the kids are always excited about the wide open yard. The best investment we've ever made.
So if it's transforming your yard or renovating your landscape, see landscapedesignSolution.com to view beautiful projects they have designed. Or call Jeff and Jacob at 614-632-7737. Again, that's 614-632-7737 for all they have to offer. Landscape Design Solutions, taking a concept and turning it into reality.
The Old Bag of Nails, located in Gahanna at 63 Mill Street off of Hamilton Road and Granville Street in the Creekside Plaza, offers you the best in fried fish, along with mouth-watering soups and salads, and the best sandwiches and steaks in Central Ohio. You're guaranteed to leave satisfied and wanting more. So take it from us at the Score. If you're looking for the best fried fish and the finest burgers and steaks, visit the friendly folks, the Old Bag of Nails, 63 Mill Street in Gahanna in the Creekside Plaza. Or give them a call at 614-337-9430. That's 614-337-9430.
Do you need home repairs? Do you want a new style to your home but don't know where to start? Well, call Kimball Home Repairs and Renovations, and owner and founder Glenn Kimball will come out personally and give you an estimate on the job. Commercial or residential, we can do it. Kitchens, bathrooms, basements, we can do it. Drywall, paint, flooring, plumbing, we can do it. Whatever the job, big or small, we can do it. For over 35 years, Kimball Home Repairs and Renovations has satisfied thousands of customers with high-quality service at reasonable rates. Please call Glenn Kimball for your free estimate at 614-206-9459. Again, that's 614-206-9459. Or email at kimbaldrywalandpaint@yahoo.com. Kimball Home Repairs and Renovations has been family-owned for the past 35 years, and we now consider you part of the family too. Please call at 614-206-9459 for your free estimate now.
Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. At Cold Cock, we believe life is about taking your shot. It's about sharing your soul with the people who care to listen, not selling it to whoever will buy it. At Cold Cock, we also believe fine spirits are truly about celebrating the greatest moments in life with true friends. And that's what we strive to put into every bottle of Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. So here's our best wish to whatever you raise your glass for. Take your shot. Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. Must be 21 to drink, and please drink responsibly.
Woo! Good morning, Music Familia. What's up? Sunday Morning Meltdown. What's up, Siobhan?
What's up?
Stuff in your face.
Yes. Hey, at least it's healthy stuffing. Like, you can get a muffin over there. You realize how many carbs and sugar in that?
This muffin is offended.
Too bad. Yeah, no, actually, that's, I don't really do resolutions. I just kind of like, at the beginning of the year, I'm like, I should really try to do this year. And if I don't do it, I don't do it. If I do it, I do it. I really think that people push themselves too hard with resolutions. So my resolution this year.
People are so like, oh my God, it's 4 days into this resolution.
It's so hard.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
Exactly. So my resolution, if you will, was to try to be a little more healthy for the sake of my kid and my family. And so I'm trying to cut extra sugars and things out of my diet. So normally at Starbucks, I would get like a caramel brulee. But today, I just got a latte, plain old latte, nothing but espresso and milk. No sugar, no sweetener, no nothing added.
What?
And so because I do things like that. I drink soda. I'm going to try to stop drinking soda, things like that,
Good luck with that.
Yeah, not like all together, just on a regular basis. Because I feel crappier when I weigh more and when I drink and eat those kind of things. And I don't want to feel crappy.
It's called Thanksgiving.
Right. There's days for that. It's Thanksgiving and Christmas.
They have a whole
day dedicated to it. So yeah. So I'm trying to be better about that. And my breakfast is actually some egg white bites that are like 14 grams of protein, no sugars, just saying. Anyways.
So speaking of protein, so we were talking about North Korea, right?
Well, actually, I'm going to do the horoscopes first. I just, we were talking about your fat kidism, and so yeah. Anyways, so those of you who have a birthday today, first and foremost, happy birthday. And here is your horoscope. A Sun-Uranus link on your birthday means there will be major changes in your life over the coming 12 months. Does that strike fear in your heart? It shouldn't. Change is what we need to grow, and growth is what we are here for. Grow tall and strong. It's a pretty decent birthday horoscope.
Sounds like a cop-out horoscope. Like, very, out of all the awesome horoscopes, that one's just kind of like, here you go, dude.
Not so great.
Here you go, dude. Shut up. Here's your horoscope.
Well, for the Geminis out there, if something old or dated goes out of your life over the next few days, don't feel bad about it. Instead, let it pass and be thankful that it was there for you when you needed it. Now you need something a bit more 21st century. I don't know if I like that one.
That's like an undercover high.
That's
support group.
I don't know if I like that one. Anyways, I'm not big on change.
I'm not. She says I'm not big on change.
So for Yeah, and see a dollar bill in the chat room. He said, I did quit soda and I feel so much better. That's what I'm talking about. And you say you are a Taurus, so let me get to that one. Taurus, can't talk. I had too much sriracha on my food and my tongue is like, so too much. Yeah, wow. Okay, there we go. Taurus, self-discipline is the key to success this week, especially when dealing with people who seem to rub you the wrong way for the fun of it. Most likely, it's just a clash of personalities, so don't take it too seriously. Stay calm and carry on.
Don't get offended, bitch. Just go.
So I hope that helps you in your coming weeks there.
Until next Sunday.
Let's see if we got anybody else here in the chat room that wants to have their horoscope. I see none. All right, well, then I will do as last week, and I'll just pick a random one. How about Aries? Someone in a position of authority will ask you to do something you don't want to do this week. But if you are smart, you will agree and make a good job of it. The planets suggest that if you show willing now, the rewards will be huge later on.
So, that's actually pretty good.
It's actually not bad. And I'll leave the horoscopes up here in case someone else chimes in here in a little bit.
Oh, so it's one of those days in the office, Siobhan. It's cold as hell outside.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Can you imagine one of those states sitting in your house? Man, it's pretty awesome to think about all those other states that are getting shit on with all the snow right now. And then wake up the next morning.
And you're one of those states.
And you're basically in the Olympics while you're trying to go to work because you're ice skating all the way to work. Like, that's gotta be pretty nuts.
Well, speaking of the Olympics, so apparently North Korea wants its girl band to perform at the Olympics. Yeah. So North Korea is gonna tell them what they want, what they really, really want. The Hermit Kingdom's leading girl band, which shares a bit of style with the Spice Girls, the 1990s British chart-busting pop group, for those who don't know, looks to be making a play for an appearance at the Winter Olympics. If they pull it off at talks that are due to start Monday, the world may be treated to such monorim band hits as My Country is the Best and Let's Support Our Supreme Commander with Arms. Oh boy. An Olympic appearance would be the first time on an international stage for them. The 20 mini-skirted members were handpicked by Kim Jong-un to form the band in 2012 and sing mainly songs to tribute to the dear leader. More typical performances, like the one in July, before a jumbo screen showing North Korea's new intercontinental ballistic missile, Hwasong-14, shooting into the sky while the band performed a set that included their hit Make Others Envious. So, yeah, this is what we might have to have for the Olympics. So yeah, that's just a little bit of the story, just to give you an idea, because I came across it this morning, and with all the other talks about the Olympics in North Korea anyway, I just thought this was funny that now he's pushing to have this particular band of all bands be in the Olympics. So the committee still has to approve their participation because it missed an October 31st deadline to accept the invitation to attend. The IOC will weigh the issue at the meeting in Switzerland on January 20th. The organization has expressed support of Kim's desire to send a team, which he announced in his New Year's Day address.
So our camera died.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Aw.
But the audio was still there.
Gotcha.
So everything
Okay.
was still good. But
Yeah. So, on top of that, South Korea has proposed marching with North Korea at the opening ceremony, but North Korea has not yet agreed to join in on that. So I will throw this story up there on our Facebook page for those who would like to read the full story on it. And there is actually a picture along with it of the band and the girls in their little mini skirt.
you know what I think is funny?
Outfit things.
I think it's hilarious that they got North Korea, South Korea wanting to come together for the Olympics, right? That's great. That's good.
Right,
That's
right.
good stuff, right?
That's
But-
good. I mean,
but they're like,
you know.
leave Tiny Rocket Man and his rockets at home. Like-
Totally. Totally.
We just want you, and you. Oh, man. So our camera came unplugged and we lost the camera there, so I apologize, but the audio stayed good, so.
That's good.
Yeah, so you're good with that. But, so, it is 9:17, and I don't know. It's just one. It seems like it's just one of those mornings. Like, it just seems to be.
I feel like it's dragging. I don't know. Maybe it's because I haven't had enough caffeine.
Yeah, so are you ready for this? This is according to Vogue magazine. This is 2017. Wasn't all that bad. 13 actually good things that happened this year. So we're going to start here. How about the Women's March? The impromptu protest against Trump's travel ban. Let's see. People risking their lives to save perfect strangers during Hurricane Harvey. Elizabeth Warren and her persistence, her persistent persistence.
Yeah.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's royal engagement, which I could have done without hearing about. I don't really care.
Personally, I don't really care.
Yeah. The long overdue.
So the prince is getting him some. Good for him.
The long overdue diverse crop of winners at the Oscars and Emmys.
That I can definitely be for.
Especially the LGBTQIA community. They definitely walked out of the awards show with a handful of awards and accommodations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What are you eating, Siobhan?
My egg white bite.
How about this? Peggy Whiteson set the record for most days in space by U.S. astronaut.
That's awesome.
Yeah, for those who say that we're starved for real life heroes, look no further than Whitson, who made history in April with that was then 534 days, 2 hours, 49 minutes, and counting at the International Space Station. Whitson was used to smashing records in 2008. She became the first woman to command the space station, and she returned to Earth in September. But for a lot of little and grown up girls out there, she's still out of this world.
That's awesome.
So she right now actually she goes around to schools and she empowers young women,
That's
young girls.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. So. How about Malayla Yousafzai started college at Oxford 5 years after she was shot in the head by the Taliban for attempting to go to school in her native Pakistan. This girl began classes at the University of Oxford at Lady Margaret Hall, the same college once attended by Benazir Bhutto, who became the first female Prime Minister of Pakistan. So shout out to her as well. Danica Roem's triumphant Virginia State Legislature seat win. So it turns out that 2017 was a very strong year for women.
It was.
And so the summer of Wonder Woman, as the Trump administration assaulted women's rights left to right, from equal pay to health care. In came the ass-kicking, box office dominating one-woman army that is Gal Gadot and director Patty Jenkins' Wonder Woman, kind of like the beauty of Coco becoming the #1 movie in America under a president who called Mexican immigrants rapists and vows to build a border wall against them. If beautiful fuck yous are a thing, this was one of them.
That's awesome.
So that's pretty awesome here. So let's see, what's the chat room say, Siobhan, before I carry on here?
Take a look here.
Oh, Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez getting back together.
See you later, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff is out the door.
And Jeff is out, yes.
Right on, man. Jimmy Kimmel's baby son, Billy, is okay. You guys heard about Jimmy Kimmel's pretty sad breakdown on national TV. Born April with a congenital heart condition, Jimmy Kimmel's son Billy inspired his dad to use his monologue to stand up for the Affordable Care Act in the face of congressional Republicans' Never Say Die mission to overturn it and effectively strip health care from millions of people, including children with serious medical conditions. If your baby is going to die and it doesn't have to, it shouldn't matter how much money you make. A choked up Jimmy Kimmel said in May when Kimmel broke down on national TV, the country cried with him. Some even credit Kimmel for saying the ACA, or at least amplifying the grassroots efforts to protect it. So earlier this month, I meant saving, not saying, I apologize. Turns out earlier this month, after Billy's second heart surgery, an emotional Kimmel introduced the baby on air and reported he's doing well. He's fine. He's fine, everybody, Kimmel said. He may have pooped, but he's fine. So we'll share this as well up on the Facebook Sunday Morning Meltdown page as well. April, the giraffe, had a baby calf. Remember when we watched for like 300 days? That was also with the hippo too.
Everybody wanted to see these babies be born. I don't understand it. Like, didn't you see your kids get born? Haven't you been there for somebody's birth? It's basically the same thing, except larger than life.
I couldn't believe that they sat there. People sat on their phones.
I mean, again, technology and what technology. Yeah, that.
Oh my God.
Well, it's just.
I think I see the head.
It's
Siobhan.
just like with the news and the Eagle Cam. Or they're not eagles, but the falcons or whatever Osprey. That's
Osprey.
it. The Osprey cam. It's the same thing. Same thing. People sit at work with that up in the side corner of their screen and watch it. Like, it's true. Like, this is what people do. So it's ridiculous.
Oh my God, the head moved.
Right. I don't know. Personally, me, after giving birth, I don't need to see another birth. Unless I'm giving birth to another child.
I don't want to see the mother regurgitating food back to the baby. And I don't want to see if a bird that's not supposed to be in the nest makes it into the nest and rips a bunch of eggs apart.
Right.
Like the Osprey cam.
Right.
Like, I don't know if you heard about that story over the summer. The Osprey were building their nest, and the news station was like, "Oh, this is great. We're gonna put a camera up there."
Well, there's also the baby that died from heat, and you know, so they weren't showing the camera angle until the baby was out of the nest, and
it's like hanging out of the nest.
This is why nature is not typically recorded on an everyday basis.
Yeah. Oh, look, Tommy.
Because everything's all good until a baby dies. That totally sounded wrong. If you're just coming into the show, we're talking about things that should not be recorded, like animal births and things like that. So it's just, yeah. I'm not being a horrible person, I swear.
Way to go, Siobhan. All of our listenership just went
boom, tanked, done.
Oh man.
Well, I can bring it back though, at least for some. So myself and Antman are fans of wrestling. Yes, we know it's fake, but whatever.
It's not, though. It's not fake.
It's still enjoyable, and there is definitely some real aspects to it. So WWE superstar Paige, who me personally, I actually really like Paige. I am a fan of and come from the time of Lita. And so Paige reminds me of Lita. She's like the new age Lita.
Hot.
Yeah, they were both hot. That'd be fun. Anyways, so WWE superstar Paige reportedly told to retire after her latest injury. So she's been pulled out of the upcoming Women's Royal Rumble and told to retire immediately, according to reports. The Norfolk, England hero was recently kicked in the back by Sasha Banks, causing the match to be stopped, but the severity of the problem has only just been revealed. During a 6-woman tag match in Long Island, Paige took a surprise hard kick to the back and was left stunned by the blow. The early belief was it was just a mild concussion, leading to her losing feeling in her extremities and having the match canceled. And further examinations by WWE doctors have revealed a far more serious and long-lasting problem, similar to legend Edge's medical disqualification from wrestling. When the first ever Women's Royal Rumble was announced in December, Paige emotionally vowed to win after revealing her pride in the way the female wrestling had grown in her era. She said, "It's incredible. I obviously want to go down in history as someone who managed to change the division. It was something that was not looked down upon, but was not taken very seriously, and now we are taken very seriously." There were women's wrestling chants out there, and it was really freaking cool. To be the one who helped create and take that stigma away is incredible. It's really cool that we get to be a part of history. So hopefully for Paige, that is not the case. Her injury will start to heal itself and she will get better. I also happen to be a fan of Edge, and I know a lot about his injury and how it affects him, and so I wish her a speedy recovery. I hope and pray that she will actually be able to return, even if not for the Royal Rumble match, just in general for obvious reasons.
The worst part is I don't think that she's been in quite long enough to make it to the Hall of Fame.
I don't know that that's necessarily true. I mean, Paige comes from a wrestling family. Her mother was a wrestler. And, she's been wrestling in England for years before she came here. So she's very well known and well established in the wrestling community. And when she came to WWE, she actually kind of she was what they consider a breakout star. Everybody loved her. The crowd went crazy for her. And she very quickly rose to a position in the women's division that is considered elite, if you will. Right. She became a heel and had her own posse. That's big deals especially for a woman who is new to the industry, if you will, as far as WWE is concerned. So I don't think that that's necessarily true. I think that if this does end her career and she is no longer able to wrestle, I do believe that she will still be a part of WWE in some form or facet, whether she becomes an announcer.
She could do it. She could do what Brian Kendrick did.
Yeah,
and train.
She could train, and it would surprise me if she does, because she already has, helped to train other girls coming up from NXT and such. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if she becomes a trainer, if she, become someone there at the Performance Center. And even more so, I wouldn't be surprised if she is someone who is still on Raw on a regular basis or SmackDown on a regular basis in some form or fashion. I don't see her being someone who is a escort to the ring. That's just not really her style, but I don't think she'll disappear, and I certainly don't think that in future years that she wouldn't be a candidate and a pick.
And that's brutal too, because she just came back.
Yeah, she just came back. Yeah.
Oh man. So speaking of just come back, I know it's 9:30, Siobhan. We're gonna do Love and Douchebag Criminals all together.
I got them all set up and ready to go.
But I want to knock out these two stories here real quick. White supremacist gang leader slain by fellow inmates in the exercise yard. This happened yesterday. White supremacist gang leader was slain by fellow inmates in a California prison Law enforcement and watchdog groups said that Devlin Gazoo Stringfellow, 48, was a kingpin in the Public Enemy No. 1 street gang, which emerged from the Southern California punk scene in the late 1980s and became what Southern Poverty Law Center described as a hybrid racist skinhead group and criminal street gang. It turns out that he was stabbed to death by fellow prisoners' handout. And so the group's mercenary and criminal nature, coupled with white supremacy ideology and a subculture of violence, makes it a triple threat, both to law enforcement and the public at large, according to the Anti-Defamation League. Stringfellow was stabbed to death by 2 prisoners using weapons made by inmates, of course, and turns out that it went down in the exercise yard of Folsom Prison. Wow. Yeah. So, making an already infamous prison more infamous. Mm-hmm. So, and then check this out. So, I'm a fan of the Patriots. Unfortunately, my wife and Siobhan, both of those girls, don't...
Deflated balls.
Yeah, they don't like them, but... This ruffled me a little bit, and I think it would ruffle any NFL fan. 49ers quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo, all right, who was a former second string, quarterback for the Patriots, will reportedly get paid for the Patriots' win over the Titans last night. Yeah. Wow. He's not even on the team. He's not even on the team. He's officially the 49ers quarterback, and he's getting paid for the Patriots' win over the Titans last night, and here's how. The Patriots will be going to their NFL record 7th straight conference championship game after their 35-14 dropping of the Titans last night. But honestly, who cares about something everyone knew was going to happen anyway? I already knew that, right? All right, well, here's what you didn't know. What's important about this game is that Jimmy Garoppolo is getting paid for New England's victory. Yes, the man Tom Brady allegedly forced out of the town will get a bonus from the Patriots' berth in the AFC Championship game. According to CBS Sports, Garoppolo will be awarded a $51,000 bonus for New England's AFC Championship berth because he was on the Patriots roster for 8 games this season before being traded to the team out of the conference. And so it oh man, I just you got rid of him. Like, just because he was 8 games doesn't mean 8 games didn't make the playoffs. I mean, I don't know. It's a touchy subject for some people. But Garoppolo, of course, was infamously traded to the 49ers prior to the deadline for a second-round pick. He went on to start the final 5 games for San Francisco and went a perfect 5-0 for the rest of the San Francisco season. As good as it must have felt to continue an undefeated career as a starting quarterback, Garoppolo went 2-0 as a Patriot starter in 2016 when Brady was sitting out on a 4-game suspension. We all remember that. And this bonus will be a sweet surprise to start the 26-year-old's 2018. But I don't fucking agree. I guess I just don't agree with that. $51,000. You got traded. Give him half of it, maybe. But the dude's already getting a reported something like $2 million, 2.5 or something like that to be starting quarterback over at San Francisco.
Right.
So I don't know. That kind of chaps my ass a little bit, especially when. Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Yeah,
So it's 9:35, Siobhan. You want to pay some bills? Come back. We'll do douchebag criminals, and
sounds good.
We'll do your love. You want to do love first on the way back?
Well, yeah, because douchebag criminals is a good way to round out the show. So, and I only have 2 today because, well, the 2 that I have are pretty depressing. So,
That sucks. Oh, by the way, something that's not depressing, something that is definitely important. Today's show is dedicated to Mike Paul Murnane of Murnane Tribe. Go to GoFundMe.com/final expenses for Mike Murnane. And either donate, if you can't donate, share, promote it, put it out there, tell a friend, do something, because we all have somebody or know somebody that's been affected or lost their life to cancer. We here at MFP have strong ties to that, and we want to let everybody know that you're not alone. If you guys ever need anything like that, you guys can reach out, contact us, musicfamiliaproductions.com, myself, Antman VS at musicfamiliaproductions.com, or Siobhan MFP at musicfamiliaproductions.com.
Yes.
So, we're going to pay some bills, though. After we do that, we'll be back, and we'll do Douchebag Criminals, and we will do some love.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. From local to national, ZTPMag.com delivers it all. Raw, beautiful, and bold. Go to ZTPMag.com today. Check out info on some of your favorite music, tech, food, and rides.
ZTP Mag has it all. I mean, seriously, where else am I going to get that kind of info? Plus, it's all free at the touch of a finger on all my devices. It's like the people working for the mag understand what their viewers want and the importance of involving them.
You heard it, lady.
Get over to ZTPMag.com.
Hey guys, Josh from the Sunday Morning Meltdown here. Music Familia Productions is always looking for new sponsors for the shows. For more information, go to musicfamiliaproductions.com. If you have any specific questions or requests, send your emails to musicfamiliaproductions@gmail.com. From all of us here at Music Familia Productions, we thank you for your continued support.
If parts are missing from your lawn care items or your parts need replaced, Rotary Corp is the world's largest supplier of outdoor equipment and parts. With qualified dealers in the area, they can provide the parts you need to help keep your lawn beautiful. You can find Rotary by visiting their Not Just Grass dealer at 2034 Williams Road, by calling 614-497-1756, or their online catalogs at shop.rotary.com. Rotary Corp, the world's largest supplier of outdoor equipment and parts.
For the finest in Asian cooked cuisine food, visit the Rice Kitchen Asian Cuisine. Conveniently located in Columbus at 3976 Alum Creek Drive, they offer the finest in dining in a friendly and cozy environment. Every dish includes the freshest and finest picked ingredients cooked to your liking while providing the healthiest, most nutritious foods. The staff at Rice Kitchen takes pride in knowing every patron is satisfied and comfortable. Open 11 to 10 Monday through Thursday, 11 to 11 Friday and Saturday, and 3:30 to 9 on Sunday. Visit them at 3976 Alum Creek Drive or give them a call at 614-491-8252.
Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. At Cold Cock, we believe life is about taking your shot. It's about sharing your soul with the people who care to listen, not selling it to whoever will buy it. At Cold Cock, we also believe fine spirits are truly about celebrating the greatest moments in life with true friends. And that's what we strive to put into every bottle of Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. So here's our best wish to whatever you raise your glass for. Take your shot. Cold Cock American Herbal Flavored Whiskey. Must be 21 to drink, and please drink responsibly.
Honest, ethical, creative, and innovative. That's what you get from the experts at Landscape Design Solutions. Springtime is around the corner, and it's time to get your yard and garden back to prime condition. Or if you want the exterior of your home that will wow the neighbors, they've got you covered. Landscape Design Solutions specializes in patio installation and repair, walkways, wood decks, fire pits, and much, much more. The winter can leave behind damaged grass and plants, so refine them with lawn fertilization, tree and plant care, mowing, and irrigation installation.
We love having the family over to grill out in our new beautiful patio, and the kids are always excited about the wide open yard. The best investment we've ever made.
So if it's transforming your yard or renovating your landscape, see landscapedesignSolution.com to view beautiful projects they have designed. Or call Jeff and Jacob at 614-632-7737. Again, that's 614-632-7737 for all they have to offer. Landscape Design Solutions, taking a concept and turning it into reality.
The Old Bag of Nails, located in Gahanna at 63 Mill Street off of Hamilton Road and Granville Street in the Creekside Plaza, offers you the best in fried fish, along with mouth-watering soups and salads, and the best sandwiches and steaks in Central Ohio. You're guaranteed to leave satisfied and wanting more. So take it from us at The Score. If you're looking for the best fried fish and the finest burgers and steaks, visit the friendly folks, The Old Bag of Nails, 63 Mill Street in Gahanna in the Creekside Plaza, or give them a call at 614-337-9430. That's 614-337-9430.
Do you need home repairs? Do you want a new style to your home but don't know where to start? Well, call Kimball Home Repairs and Renovations, and owner and founder Glenn Kimball will come out personally and give you an estimate on the job. Commercial or residential, we can do it. Kitchens, bathrooms, basements, we can do it. Drywall, paint, flooring, plumbing, we can do it. Whatever the job, big or small, we can do it. For over 35 years, Kimball Home Repairs and Renovations has satisfied thousands of customers with high-quality service at reasonable rates. Please call Glenn Kimball for your free estimate at 614-206-9459. Again, that's 614-206-9459. Or email at kimbaldrywalandpaint@yahoo.com. Kimball Home Repairs and Renovations has been family-owned for the past 35 years, and we now consider you part of the family too. Please call at 614-206-9459 for your free estimate now.
Good morning, Music Familia. What's going on? Sunday Morning Meltdown with Antman and Siobhan. It is
What up?
9:41, and you know, I really love it when I love it when a good plan comes together.
Oh yeah, it's time for Love News with Siobhan.
So
it is Love News time with Siobhan. What's going on, Siobhan? What do you got for us today?
Well, I actually have a little bit of information, mostly for the men, but women too, because this way you'll know what not to do. The sex positions most likely to break a penis, because whether you realize it or not, gentlemen, you can break your dick.
You heard it first from somebody who doesn't have one. You can break it.
Okay. So while many think breaking your penis is an urban legend, it can actually happen in real life. And apparently, there are certain positions that increase the likelihood of intimate breakage, according to research. Here's what you need to know. Can you really break a man's penis during sex? If you're too vigorous in the bedroom department, you could face penis breakage. This usually occurs when a man's member slips out during sex and is violently bent. Other intimate injuries can also occur, including the tearing of foreskin.
Good God!
Apologies if you're crossing your legs right now. What is a penile fracture?
What? A what?
A penile fracture.
A penile fracture.
Fractured penis.
Oh my good God.
So a penile fracture is a rupture of either one or both of the tunic albrea, the membranes that cover the penis erectile tissue. So it's caused by rapid blunt force to an erect penis. This typically occurs during vaginal intercourse or aggressive masturbation. If you feel any pain after sex, it's always important to visit a doctor. In many cases, patients will leave their injuries untreated because of embarrassment, but you definitely shouldn't if you want to overcome the problem.
Oh my God.
I get it. It's like a prostate exam. That's the last thing you want to do. But
just
your penile health is important. So which positions are most likely to cause the penile fracture? Doctors have revealed that the top 3 most dangerous sexual positions for men, and it seems some of the most risky moves are the least exotic. In a new study called The Relationship Between Sexual Position and Severity of Penile Fracture, almost had it without laughing. Almost.
It's no joking matter.
I can't. I just like.
What if it happened to you?
Yeah. So it's featured in the International Journal of impotence research. Specialists analyzed which sex positions were the most dangerous for men. Surprisingly, the study discovered that doggy style is actually the most dangerous, with 41% of causes of penile fracture occurring because of this position.
Oh my God.
Sorry, guys. I know there's a lot of guys out there that just love that doggy position, but how important is it really? And at second was missionary with the man on top, causing 25% of penile fractures, followed in third place by the woman on top. Researchers also noted that doggy style sex and missionary could cause similarly serious penile fractures, while breakages caused by women on top weren't quite so severe. They said, we do not observe differences between the severity of the penile fracture between the doggy style and man on top, but the doggy style had more severity of penile fracture when compared with the woman on top.
We're not gonna tell you one's good, one's bad, one's worse than the other. We're just gonna tell you it's all around bad.
It just might be worth remembering the next time you hit the sack.
Just say, yeah. Just roll over and say no.
So maybe go buy a sex swing and you should be good. Just don't be basic.
Just don't be basic.
Don't be vanilla and you'll be fine.
Wow. Right. Now, for those of you who have a box of vanilla wafers in your cupboard and just looked over at it and was like, oh, I get it now. Like, yeah. Oh, so Zandy Nicole. So she said she never got an email back. So Siobhan, I will have you look through the emails.
I will. Yeah, I've had issues logging into my MFP. We've been working on it through the break, and I think we've got it solved. So.
All right, and Bobby Jean Smallwood Rogers says they just get into it harder. What's going on, everybody? Morning, everybody on our Facebook Live. Thank you guys so much for weighing in with us on the love news. We got douchebag criminals coming up here in what about 4 minutes or so?
Well, I mean, we could just go right into it, I guess.
We could just go right into it.
Why not?
All right, so very special for you guys today. We are going to go ahead and do our Facebook Live. So Facebook Live and show Douchebag Criminals. Love this stuff. So what we got today, Siobhan?
So today we have hired killers that allegedly targeted the wrong woman, but killed her anyway. So midway into a Florida murder for hire plot, a boyfriend-girlfriend hit team realized they'd zip-tied and duct-taped the wrong woman and then killed her anyway, according to officials. The victim, Janice Marie Zenagata Torres, and I apologize to her family, I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. She was 42 of Kissimmee, was forced into the trunk of her own car, tortured for her ATM card, and then suffocated with garbage bags, officials said. The mother of a 14-year-old son, she was found Monday dumped in the Ormond Beach, 6 miles north of Daytona, ABC News had reported. Even after the accused hit team, Alexis Romanos and Gloramine Quianas Montez, realized they had the wrong woman, they still continued with the plan of murder, said Osceola County Sheriff Russ Gibson. Isnar Lopez Romanos was charged with ordering the hit, originally intended for a romantic rival. It was just a mistaken identity, Gibson said. I don't say that lightly, that this woman lost her life for no reason. This mother, this wife, this daughter, for no reason at all.
Wow.
Is it, like, it makes me wonder, was it just a case of you just really wanted to kill somebody? Or was it a case
I think you reached a
got
point.
to that point and you realized she wasn't the right person, but
and
then
you
you already got to that point, so it's like, oh, shit, we can't turn back now. She's seen our face.
Yep.
I feel like that's what it was. I feel like it was a case of
one of our
we can't turn back now.
One of our Facebook viewers, my favorite is Doggy, and we only go full throttle. But it is dangerous. We've gotten close to breaking.
See?
Yeah.
Gotta be careful.
Shout out to Amy Bass, Stephanie Cross, Bobby Jean, and let's see. And I want to give a huge shout out to Outlaw Nation, who is sponsoring today's Douchebag Criminals. And so I think they probably got, I think you're right, Siobhan. I think they got halfway through. You get to a certain point where you can't have witnesses anymore.
Yeah, and okay, so here's the thing too, and I just posted that up to the Siobhan MFP, the Facebook page at Siobhan MFP. And there is a picture of the 3 suspects, the 3 parties. And I don't know, just looking at them, they don't look all that well educated. They just kind of look dumb. So I really think it was a case of, oh my God, we've already kidnapped her. We've already, abducted her. Shit, we can't go back. So I don't know. But at the same time, oh wait, did you want me to turn it for those? Yeah, okay. God. Okay, there we go. So.
The flash is on.
Yeah, that's all right though. There we go. Okay, so these are the 3 accused suspects and guilty parties.
I think she's doing them both.
So I don't know, like they just kind of look like they're not that bright.
She planned the whole thing.
Maybe it's just me.
I think it was her. I think she planned the whole thing.
They look not bright.
Their future's not bright. They need shades.
And it's actually funny. What is her name from Charmed? Melissa Milano, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the one on the end, and anybody who knows who that is and you go look at this, you'll see what I mean. It looks like Melissa Milano on a really, really bad day. Like, really, really bad day, like 30 pounds heavier and a couple of drug binges later.
Damn.
Just saying. It's kind of who she makes me think of. Moving on.
Danny says, never judge a book by its cover.
It's true.
You're right.
But, and moving on. So there was a prankster behind the swatting death that's charged with manslaughter.
Yeah.
So a California I can talk today. California serial prankster, there we go, say that 10 times fast, was charged with involuntary manslaughter for reporting a fake hostage situation to Kansas cops who killed an innocent man when they responded. Tyler Baresis, 25, is in jail for the death of Andrew Finch, 28, who was killed after cops showed up at his door to respond to a false report that he had shot his father and was holding 2 other people hostage in a Wichita home. The unarmed Finch, a father of 2, walked out of his door to find his home surrounded by police. He was shot after he allegedly put his hands near his waist, police have said. The call stemmed from an argument between 2 Call of Duty players. One of the players allegedly asked Baresis to swat the other player, but gave him Finch's address instead. Baresis, who is being held in Sedgwick County Jail, claimed in his first on-camera interview Friday he was remorseful. "I never intended for anyone to get shot and killed," he told Kansas television station KWCH-12. A lawyer for Finch's family told KSN they hold the police officer who pulled the trigger responsible.
No, I hold the asshole who thought it was a great fucking idea playing video games with his fat fucking no job having ass.
So along with kids eating Tide Pods, now we have this. That was, I just realized we didn't go over that. So it is on my Siobhan page there on Facebook. I posted this story yesterday when I first saw it. So I mentioned it at the beginning of the show that there's this new challenge that kids are doing. Okay, so the new challenge is the Tide Pod Challenge, and it's really just I can't even comprehend how anyone would think this is a good idea. But then I think about the fact that they're fairly uneducated teenagers, and it kind of makes sense.
With social media.
Yeah, with social media. And I think about the things that have happened, and it makes sense. So apparently now teens are eating laundry detergent for the Tide Pod Challenge. Yeah. So that story is up there. It's a short little story, telling you about it. But I posted it yesterday because when I saw that, knowing that most parents don't realize all of these things that are going on, because there are so many now with social media and texting and all of these things, like it's so easy to pass around these kind of things. So I wanted to make sure parents were aware of it, because you would think it's common sense not to eat laundry soap, but clearly it's not.
The thing for me really is the thought that, well, it kind of goes to, your brother came and hung out at the studio the other day with us, and he was talking about how him and his girl, were letting their little one watch YouTube. And I couldn't help but overhear the conversation that he was saying about he didn't realize how adult, even the most adult cartoons are now on YouTube. And he's like, I put all the permissions up, I did everything I could do, and I still could not keep my kid away from it.
That's the thing, is in today's day and age, no matter what you do, even if you put on every possible parental feature, there's always a way around it. Somebody's always got a way around it. Basically, what it came down to is he had all the parental features on, thought she was just watching cartoons, but people have gotten around it by making cartoons into adult shows where the characters are talking about killing each other and beating each other up and things like that. And if you're in the middle of something and you give your kid your iPad to watch what you think are just basic cartoons, and you don't stop and look, then you're not going to necessarily know. And that's exactly what happened to them. They have, depending on the day, they have 3 kids. And one of them, yes, is close to being a teenager, so he's mostly self-sufficient. But, they have 2 toddlers running around, basically. So it is a handful, and you don't always think to stop to go, wait, what are you watching?
Right. It's kind of like when I was in school, when I was a wee little Antman, I would come home and my parents would look at my bag every day because I had a sign in, sign out kind of thing. It was like a little sign book, and my parents would sign if I did my homework, did whatever, you know what I mean? It was like a checklist. It was a what I would call an early training checklist to get me ready for adulthood of organization. And now like 56% of kids are just addicted to iPhones, addicted to their phones, keeping their head down without picking their head up, And now, like, we're finding that it's starting to cause neck and back problems.
I was going to say, there have been studies now that show that their children today have more posture issues because they're constantly like this.
Yeah.
Because the reality is the more that you sit there, the more you hunch over.
Right.
Like I specifically, our iPads that we use for here in studio work, I specifically went and found ones that have a strap on it so we can actually hold them up and try to promote good posture for ourselves, and because we both have back problems anyway. We're in our 30s.
Zandy says, however, people are so wrong about what they think. When they look at me, rather it's my age or where I'm raised from. Oh yes, she says she heard about the challenge yesterday. She said, get YouTube Kids. It only shows kids stuff, and you can filter them by age.
Well, I think that's actually what he had done. I'm not positive.
Maybe he's just using YouTube,
or maybe he's just using. I'll have to talk to him about it. But yeah.
Well,
so
thanks, Andy, for that information.
That.
Yeah, definitely. What's going on, Larry? Make sure you guys check out Lynette's Children's Charity on Facebook, man. Great organization. And Lynette's Country Barbecue as well.
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff,
Love me
man.
some Lynette's barbecue.
What's going on, Larry? Hope all's well, man. Stay warm with you.
Where's my brisket?
Where's that brisket at, Larry?
Bring me some pulled pork.
So it's about 9:59, Siobhan. We're almost out the door.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So is there anybody shout outs you want to get out to before we get out the door?
I'll give a shout out actually to my sister, my middle sister, not my oldest. Well, my oldest sister too. I love you, sis. But my middle sister, she's been a little bit down lately. Probably some seasonal affected disorder. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. It's been a long time since I took psychology. But yeah, she's been a little down. So I just want her to know I'm thinking of her and I love her, and to keep her head up.
All right, guys. And I want to just let everybody know, man, have a great rest of your week. Antman Versus is coming back on Thursday. We got some more to talk about. The St. Patty's Day show, March 17th, the Alrosa Villa.
Can't
wait.
One
awesome, badass show. I hear there's going to be a leprechaun there. It's going to be pretty sweet, man.
Everyone better be there. It's going to be one hell of a show.
An actual real leprechaun, Siobhan.
I know. I'm excited. There's like hair. Have you been like
shaving
rubbing
in
your
the
head
microphone?
on
Yes.
my mic or something when I'm not looking? Like there's hair all over it, and it's driving me crazy.
No, this is a new movement that I'm creating. I've been running my
hairy mic.
I've been. The guess is though, what kind of hair is it?
Oh, dude, that's not okay. That's not okay. Pretty sure that's sexual harassment.
Not unless it touches, not until it touches your face.
It did. It did.
All right, guys. I am Antman. I am out the door. Thank you guys for tuning in to Sunday Morning Meltdown every Sunday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Catch Antman vs. Antman Versus. That is Thursdays, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. and be watching for a bunch of new stuff.
That would be on Thursdays.
Live
on musicfamiliaproductions.com.
Yay, Thursdays. All right, guys. I am out the door. Have a great, wonderful day, Siobhan.
See you later.
Bye-bye.